If you are on a health journey to be healthier, to prevent any kind of chronic disease, there is something incredibly important. There's a belief that you have to have that what you're doing matters, that what you're doing will actually affect the outcome. This is commonly missed, and it's like any entrepreneur who might doubt that they could ever succeed. If you doubt that you could ever succeed, if you doubt that you could ever succeed as a business owner, if you ever doubt that you could succeed as an athlete, chances are it's going to be much more difficult for you to achieve success unless everything goes right. With my patients, with my health coaching clients, it's the same thing. You have to believe that what you're doing is going to have an impact on your health. And it's not easy. It's not easy because there is a lot in Western medicine that claims that, nope, the only way you're going to have this good outcome is if you undergo this surgery, this chemotherapy regimen, if you take this medication, if you do these tests, these MRI scans and blood tests regularly. And of course, there is a place for that. Absolutely. But if you don't believe that the things you do in regards to your health and your day-to-day decisions, if those little tiny decisions, such as going and doing a stretching routine, preparing your own meals, cutting out some salt, eating a little bit more plant-based, if you don't believe that those things are going to have an impact on your life, number one, you're going to give up on them, which is probably the biggest failure in that whole goal process. And second of all, you just won't see any good outcomes because you're probably going to sabotage yourself in some shape or form. To believe that these things are going to have an impact, it's necessary for you to have faith that your actions will have positive outcomes in the long run. It's rare to see really good outcomes in the short run. For example, in the short term. So you just got injured, you're a CrossFitter, you're a rock climber, you're a surfer, you got a bad shoulder injury, and you just don't believe that you're going to have a recovery. You then go and self-sabotage yourself by getting an MRI. The MRI shows something really bad. The surgeon says you're going to have this surgery. You're never going to be the same again. Then you got to have all this physical therapy after surgery and joint injections. It's so demoralizing. Instead, another way to think about it is, well, maybe this injury can heal. Maybe I'll still can have a lot of function. Maybe I'll learn a way to surf, when I paddle out, that's going to rely more on my technique so that I have to use less power. And suddenly, your vision changes, your outlook changes, and you start having faith in yourself that, these exercises that I do, these strengthening exercises that I do are going to get me there. So that's the perspective. That's the way to reimagine your health and the ability, the autonomy that you have in shaping the future of your health. I hope this is of value to you because relying on Western medicine only, relying on some external influence, some medication, some surgery, something out there that's going to drastically improve your health, it just hasn't panned out. I hope it does. I really genuinely hope that we discover more medications, better surgeries, better interventions, better testing to help people in all these other health aspects. But when it comes to chronic diseases, when it comes to improving your overall health, how you feel, how you function, it seems to mostly be in these tiny daily decisions that you have to make.